You doing okay, little buddy? There's a lot of thorns out here. Shadow and I have come to the very edge of the Mojave Desert. It's a windy day. We are on close to, anyway, the border, somewhere close to the border of Utah and Arizona. And it's somewhat cloudy, rather windy, but the sun that is peering through the clouds is illuminating those mountains. And these mountains here, I have rockhounded throughout here and along the alluvial fan. There's a variety of different interesting things you can find here. But today, we're doing a little bit of an unusual thing. We're going to go deep. We're going to rockhound deep because there's a very mysterious sinkhole that has has come about all on its own. It's been here for many years, but I think it will give us some insights as to the geology of the area. Get away from there. Come here. Get away from that edge. I'm going to stay away from the edge myself. At least right here. That looks like a rather precarious edge to me. We'll get closer to the sinkhole from a different direction where you can actually make your way down it. That edge doesn't look safe at all to me. But I think this sinkhole might tell us a little bit about this whole region. It's not very often you have a sinkhole that you can explore. These are the times that I wish I had 4 little feet. I could just effortlessly hop down these kinds of steep trails. We'll stop right here for a second. So here we can see what is washed down off of the alluvial fan from the mountains. See, that is dirt and rocks. And over here we can see what this region at the base in this area, this spot anyway, is composed of. And that is certainly sandstone. And probably limestone right over there. And then coming down from the mountains, which are in that direction, is all this conglomerate, dirt and rock. Alluvial fan. That's what that is. Common sandstone, limestone, and alluvial fan. This is a natural sinkhole. It has occurred naturally, and they don't really know a lot about it. There's not a lot about it actually online either. So this dark soot is because people have come down here with firewood apparently. And why somebody has to roll a tire down here, I have no idea. I don't even know what gets into people's minds. Why would you leave garbage? And why would you roll a tire down here? What we have going on here. It's really interesting. I wonder what that red rock is in there. It's just a little layer of it. I have no idea what that is. Very soft red. Something, you know, mixed in with this, what appears to be limestone to me. Very soft. You know, limestone, sandstone mixed together. So, yeah, I will throw that out to the audience. What would create this very fine red, you know, it's like on the surface, but it's, you know, mixed in with it. What would create that? Now this looks like calcite here, you know, a vein of calcite right there. Not quartz, but calcite. Soft. It's not quartz, I don't believe. That dark rock. Might just be some soot, I'm not sure. And this is just soot from fires that people have lit down here. Oh, and there we go. Graffiti. This is pretty much the extent. We're at the very bottom of it. Oh, that's interesting. I don't want you to go down there, Shadow. No, no. Come here, buddy. Come here. Let's not go down back up in there. It's fall. The snakes are dormant, but I don't want to risk it. Shadow does get his annual rattlesnake vaccine. There is such a thing. And it will help him tremendously if he's ever bitten. I've also trained him to avoid rattlers, and he does. But we do encounter them from time to time. And if he is bitten, I would still take him immediately to the vet. But it can make a world of difference with the vaccine. No, no, buddy. I don't know what's back there. I like rattlesnakes for one reason. They rattle well before you get on them. They don't want to have an encounter with us any more than we want to have an encounter with them. So, I mean, you can't ask for anything more from a snake, right? A venomous snake. Rattle like crazy and warn you. And as a result, it's very rare that people are bitten by rattlesnakes. And in fact, the state of Utah has, from my understanding, no known fatalities from a rattlesnake. It's not good to get bitten by one, but people don't tend to die, at least. So I wonder if we might find anything within, you know, the alluvial fan that would represent many, many years of debris, soil, and rocks making its way down from erosion, wind and water, mostly water, bringing it down from the mountains. If we might find anything, you know, in it, let's kind of make our way back up and poke around in that alluvial fan. Sandstone is pretty cool looking. Okay, This is debris that's made its way down. So this is limestone. Most definitely, I know because I've been in this area before. That's limestone, a lot of limestone, and there's also a fair amount of Dolomite up in those mountains, which is in the limestone family, mixed in with a lot of other elements too. Usually a lot of magnesium and often the heavy elements and pyrite and so forth. So this whole area was once an ancient seabed, obviously, and it was thrust up by tectonic forces. I don't really want to stand directly underneath that thing. There's some pretty big rocks. They could come tumbling down, but we can down here see what's tumbled down. And what I'm mainly seeing is a lot of sandstone, limestone, 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 sandstone, mudstone, and even looking from a distance here, it just looks like a lot of dirt, sandstone and limestone, all layered up and crammed there. Shadow, you often find stuff. Anything interesting? Are you finding or seeing anything interesting? Shadow helped me find garnet here not too long ago. Actually, it was just a couple of weeks ago. Did a video on it, finding garnet. He dug up some of the best garnets. Really, really good ones, actually. So I have learned when Shadow digs, go check out where he's digging. Why he digs where he digs, I have no idea. All right, I got to get back up this thing. This is very loose. Kind of a little cloudy up there. Well, again, you know, looking at what's come down from above, I don't see, you know, anything of great interest. It's interesting, don't get me wrong. It's very interesting. But see, look at this sandstone here that it's a lot easier to walk up. Well, there you have it. Shadow and I did indeed explore the sinkhole. I'll tell you what is really interesting though is the view with the sun on those mountains. Let's get back up out of here and show you that. And then the view down on the valley. So the sun is, it's about 4 p.m. So it's low in the sky this time of year. It'll set at about 5:30. Might even be about 4:30. But there you go. Beaver Dam Wash National Conservation Area. Very northeast edge of the Mojave Desert. Look at how tectonic forces have thrust up, you know, what was the bottom of a seabed. See, that's all sandstone and limestone and dolomite up there. Sedimentary. Look at how it just, I mean, it almost looks like it was put in a blender and mixed up. It's just so cool. Look how it's curved. Some of it's, you know, slanted directly towards the sky and curved, and some down, and it's incredible. Well, we're going to drive up through that crack up there. If we see anything interesting, we'll stop and show you. We pulled over to the side of the road. You know, I just wanted to share with you, as you just saw, we didn't find anything by way of rock that we wanted to take home. But that's not what rock hounding is all about. Sure, it's always fun to find a beautiful jasper, agate, precious gem, just a beautiful rock. But when you don't, you still find this. And this we can take home with us. That kind of beautiful scenery, just to experience it. All alone. The peace, the quiet, the beauty, the grandeur. Rock hounding. It's about a whole lot of things. Hope you enjoyed coming along with us, and hope you join us on future adventures of shadow. Right, little buddy? Do you agree? Yes.